So Bradley Manning's in jail facing a possible life sentence because he leaked material to, the allegation is, to WikiLeaks. And it appears that our government is trying to find Assange and prosecute him as well. There's been reports about that, right? Well, obviously, I mean, there are cyber terrorists, hackers, etc. Oh my God. And look, if you release the information, they're saying Bradley Manning released it to the enemy. Wait a minute, did he release it to Al-Qaeda or Taliban or something? No. In fact, he said, before he had any idea that they were tracking him, he said, look, I want this information out there so people know what their government is doing, so that they're more educated and have more information so they can make better decisions. That's the definition of a whistleblower. That's exactly what a whistleblower does. That's someone who cares about our democracy, not trying to help our enemies. They're trying to help the United States of America to be a better democracy. Now you can say, hey, listen, he should be in jail anyway because that's his opinion and he leaked classified information if you believe the government's case. But this idea that life sentence, oh my God, he communicated this information to the enemy. Now, why is it communicated to the enemy? Well, if it's in the public, they can read it. That's interesting. But then WikiLeaks published it, and then the New York Times took it and also published it from WikiLeaks. New York Times revealing it to the enemy. The public is the enemy. Think about that. That's the real trippy part, right? If you release any information from the government about our representatives and what they're doing behind the scenes, well, you've released it to the enemy. So, okay, New York Times, I assume that if Assange gets arrested, then everybody that worked on that story in the New York Times should be arrested under the same exact principle. Indisputable, okay? And then you move to Bob Woodward. But Bob Woodward releases classified information that was literally called top secret. It's more classified than what Bradley Manning released. That's a fact. Michael Isikoff did a great piece about it on NBC News. You can look it up anywhere you like. It's in Woodward's books. In fact, he released code names of previously unknown national security agency programs. The existence of a clandestine paramilitary army run by the CIA in Afghanistan. It's a secret paramilitary army run by the CIA. Bradley Manning never released information that classified. He released information about a secret Chinese cyber penetration of Obama and John McCain's campaign computers. Totally top secret. Woodward released it. Now, why is Woodward not in jail? Why didn't they strip him down naked at night? Why didn't they put him in isolation for 9 months? Because that was information the government wanted leaked. It's more classified, it's under the same exact umbrella, but someone in government would gain politically from leaking that information. And that's what Bob Woodward is here to do. He's here to serve the government. Old Bob Woodward that did Watergate was a fantastic journalist. New Bob Woodward is George W. Bush, how can I help you? Obama administration, Democrats, Republicans, whoever is in power, how can I help you? Would you like me to leak your top secret information? Can do. Why isn't Bob Woodward in jail if Bradley Manning is? There is no logical explanation. You know what? If you ask the government, they don't answer you because they don't have an answer. If you ask the media, if you ask the Washington Post, New York Times, there is no answer. And okay, put Bob Woodward aside. How about the people who leaked to Bob Woodward? The people inside the government, the highest people in the Bush and Obama administrations. They're exactly what Bradley Manning did. Exactly. Why aren't they in jail? Why aren't they stripped down naked? Why aren't they in isolation for 9 months? Because it isn't about what Bradley Manning released. It's that Bradley Manning released information that embarrassed the government, whereas Bob Woodward releases information that the government uses to pat themselves on the back. The hypocrisy and honestly the illegality of what's happening is outrageous. Then the final defense of the people prosecuting Bradley Manning is, well, look, you have to understand something. If Bradley Manning releases this information, Al-Qaeda and even bin Laden could have read it. That's interesting, because as Glenn Greenwald points out, there is literally a tape of Osama bin Laden, before he was killed, saying, I read Bob Woodward's book, you should all read it, it's got national secrets in it. I'm waiting for the arrest of Bob Woodward, and more importantly, all of his sources. And I can't wait to see what kind of torture we're going to do to them. Oh, we're not going to do that, are we? But we're going to continue to keep Bradley Manning in jail. We're going to continue to hunt down Assange because the government doesn't like the information they're leaking. That might actually help you to make more informed decisions as the citizens of this democracy. And that's the last thing they want.